Yo. What up? What's up, dudes? Ruthless Rich. How y'all doing? Let me get this pulled up. Okay. Uh, you guys ready for the race? What's up, everybody? I'm not allowed to show the race boost. If I actually put the race up, my channel will get a copyright strike and my stream will get shut down. Hey, what's up, Bibu? Leclerc and Ferrari, brother. It's all about McLaren, my friend. Yeah, I wish that I could like play the audio and show you guys the race, but be risking a problem. And on this channel, I don't want to do that. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Yeah, for sure. I'm relatively new, but I was a fan of McLaren before they started kicking butt in Miami last year. So, not a bandwagon fan for sure. Plus, the McLaren F1 is my favorite car of all time. I figure that's probably the way to go. I mean, did you even watch Bahrain, Joseph? I'm gonna try, Bibu. I've never done a watch along before, so this is kind of an experiment to see how it goes, you know? Not much going on right now. It's just Brundle's grid walk. He tried to talk to Usher, and so one of Usher's bodyguards was like, absolutely not, which I thought was kind of funny. You think so, Felix? You think it's going to be a Mercedes? Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, Bibu. I don't know, Felix. I don't think the Mercedes will do it. Yeah, well, you just said it. National anthem time. They're showing the FIA president douchebag. Nobody likes that guy. Yeah, he did well qualifying. I just don't think that they're quite there with McLaren and Red Bull. And I think in race pace, uh, McLaren is faster. I mean, getting by Max is going to be tough, but I think that I think Piastri will get by at some point, and that it'll be It'll probably be, if I had to guess, the top three: Piastri, Verstappen, and then Russell. Sounds good, Bibu. Drive safe, man. Appreciate the lake. Yeah, well, if that actually happens, Felix, then good for him. But I'm not positive that that's gonna happen. Lando seems to be in a decent spot after his crash. He seems positive, you know, which is good. I'm happy to see that he isn't isn't letting that keep him down. I mean, I think he'll finish top five, to be honest. The last couple times I've heard them say there's been 100% uh like safety car at this. Well, they've said it at a couple of tracks, and then there was no safety car last year in particular. Another Ferrari fan, huh? I don't know, man. I don't think Ferrari's got the pace of the Red Bull or the McLaren. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Felix, I saw a replay the other day. I think it was uh the rocket powered Mohawk video where he would He showed the China race, which was impressively bad. And then he showed I don't know when it happened, but he showed a spa race where they were going through Eau Rouge, and it's like the person in front messed up. So then literally everybody behind them did exactly the same thing, and they all just crashed into each other in a big old pile. I was like, that's also impressively bad. Like, holy crap. Yeah, it was it was pretty bad, dude. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what the announcer said too. He's like, I wonder if there's like oil or something on the track right there. And then like a couple minutes later was like, nope, nope, there was nothing on the track. Bruh, it's terrible. Uh, Ferrarista, if you're still here, how do you feel about uh Hamilton and his performance with Ferrari versus Sainz last year? So I gotta say, I feel like Hamilton has been pretty underwhelming given all the hype, you know? I'll let y'all know too. My next video is gonna be touring cars because I can't save replays for GT cars and I want to try well, what I'm planning to do and I say try cuz I've never done it before, but I'm going to try to give you guys like, replay angles and, like angles from the rear bumper to like watch the car behind and how close they are and like some cockpit view and some hood view, you know, so that y'all can see like how close I am to the car in front and, you know, that kind of stuff. I think it'll be I think it'll be the best video I've made so far, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know about that, Felix. I don't even know that they could get their necks strong enough to handle an F1 car. And I mean, that's not like me trying to be sexist. It's just like, you know, men are naturally stronger. Like, it's just the way it is. All right. Almost ready. Yep, here comes the intro. Signs with the hair thing. It's funny. I saw a behind the scenes thing of how they shot this intro. They were all excited because they were like, yeah, this is the first time we're gonna have the camera moving everywhere, whatever. It's so insane to me to think about, dude. This track is almost 4 miles long. I appreciate it, Yil. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be watching it here and showing the timing screen and stuff. Um, try to give a somewhat of a play-by-play. Never done this before though, so we'll see how it goes. But I appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy the race. Hopefully, it's a good race. Jesus. Lance Stroll setting the record for getting knocked out in Q1 75 times in his career. Something like that. It's crazy. Dude, what do you guys think about Sonoda's performance at Red Bull? I've been pretty impressed, especially after watching Lawson. I'm like, all right, like Sonoda's definitely who they should have promoted. What's up, Yaki? How you doing? Holy crap, Yaki. Add a year. Thank you, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate you. It seems like it, man. It seems like it. That's crazy. All right, formation lap's about to start. I'm gonna go grab a coffee and then let's do this. All right, here we go. Hopefully, it stopped showing all these firework things. That's kind of. Is there a way I can turn that off? There we go. Nope. Is it back? No. Okay, I think we're good. Do I need to make. I think I need to make the chat a little bit smaller, right? Is that better? I think that's better. Hmm. How many safety cars? I don't know, man. Because the last time that they said something about 100% safety car thing, there wasn't a safety car. So I don't know. But if I had to guess, I would say probably two. This is showing stuff before it's happening on the video. All right, here we go. Lights out. Piastri side by side with Verstappen going into turn one. Verstappen took the runoff area to stay in front. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda and Pierre Gasly just crashed. Safety car already. Wow. Both of them into the wall. Tsunoda hit him. Yeah. I think Verstappen is gonna have to let Piastri back by because Piastri was there and Piastri took the corner right. Verstappen took that run off to stay in front, which obviously we all know you can't do. Lando Norris already made up two places. Oop, yep. Yep. Yuki's front right hit Gasly's back left and just like pit maneuvered him, and both of them slammed into the wall. Mick Schumacher. What's up, Drops? Wow. Sonoda looks like he came away completely unscathed. And Gasly's car is totally screwed, bro. Wow. That's. I was almost positive Sonoda was out too. Well done, Norris, too. And I don't think it's going to take him long to get by signs either, to be honest. Oh, nope. Sonoda's out. They just pulled him into the pit and checked his car, and he's out too. So Sonoda and Gasly both out lap one. I'm gonna try, Kevin. I'm gonna try, man. Wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man, for Sonoda and Gasly. To be honest, though, I feel like that was Gasly's fault because he should have taken the runoff area with Sonoda being on the inside. So basically, the same thing as Max and Oscar. Oscar had the inside going into turn one, and Max had to take that runoff area to stay in front. What do you mean? Why is Norris losing places? He started 10th. He crashed into the wall on his first flying lap in Q3 yesterday. So he's made up 2 spots so far. I think that the stewards or Red Bull, one of the two, are gonna make Verstappen give that position up. I think Piastri will be in first by the end of this safety car. Norris sucks so far this season, and yet as of right this second, Norris is number one in the championship. That's an interesting take, Drops. Doesn't make sense to me. How can you be bad and leading the drivers' championship at the same time? I think it'd be cool to see Hockenheim on the calendar. He's been consistent enough to be the drivers' championship leader as of this moment. I would say that that's pretty good. Nürburgring GP would be cool too. Can you imagine if they did Nordschleife races? That would be crazy, dude. I mean, I think Piastri is good, but I think that they're basically identical on pace. I think that's been reflected both in qualifying and race pace pretty much all year. All right, we're back at it. Verstappen got a 5 second time penalty. Yeah. Max is starting to pull a gap already. I don't know, Drops. I mean, Piastri's definitely more like cool headed, but I think that the fact that Norris gets emotional about things shows his passion, and I like that. I like that he, doesn't like just pretend like everything's great and nothing bad has happened if something bad does happen, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, I think that as long as McLaren stays out of trouble, they'll win. I agree, Yaki. Corey, he's already out of the race, bro. He crashed with Gasly lap one between turn one and turn two. They're both out. It is Gasly's fault, in my opinion, but yeah, Yuki's front right hit Gasly's back left, and Gasly went spinning into the wall. His car was wrecked pretty bad, and Yuki's looked fine, but when he went into the pit to have it checked, they eventually, after like 30 seconds of looking, told him to turn his engine off. Yeah, Gasly needed to uh, leave more room because I mean, it was basically identical to what happened with Piastri and Verstappen. Just Verstappen took the run off, and Gasly just tried to stay on the track despite Yuki being there. Gasly's a Forza fan. All right, I think Norris is about to get by Sainz here in a little bit. Max got a 5 second penalty, Corey, for an incident in turn one with Piastri. So, all right, not much happening right now. Hulkenberg up 3 spots is pretty impressive, though. I don't think so, Drops. With McLaren's pace, I don't think Max is going to be able to make up 5 seconds. And Kimi putting pressure on Leclerc right now. He's got DRS down the start finish straight, and he's within half a second now. Yep, there's Norris past Signs up into seventh. Why is this not updating? Isn't this supposed to be live? Why is it frozen? There we go. Yeah, Norris already up 3 spots. So, yeah, I don't think Max is going to win. I think that Piastri is going to win. It might even be, well, I don't know. I think it's going to be Piastri, Max, Russell, to be honest. I'm just hoping Norris can get into the top 5 by the end. Nah, Norris isn't going to get all the way up to second. There's no way. Unless cars in front crash, there's no way. Norris makes up 8 positions or whatever. Alright, we're kind of just in a train now, not much happening. Everything's kind of settled down. Piastri with a new fastest lap. Yeah, right now, the only people I see within DRS range are Hadjar, Alonso, Lawson, and Behrman. Probably Yaki. That's kind of my guess. Oh, Piastri in DRS range again. Only about a half a second behind now, 6 tenths. Oh, 7 tenths. 6 tenths. Yeah, he's right there, man. Nah, I'm telling you, drops. With the pace of Piastri and Russell this year, there's no chance that Max serves a 5 second time penalty and makes that up. No shot. We'll see drops. I don't know, man. Norris is very close to DRS range on Hamilton. All right, he just got in DRS range of Hamilton. Slowly closing the gap. Oh, Hamilton got it back over a second. All right, he got Piastri's in DRS range of Verstappen down the start finish straight. Here comes Norris, DRS down the start finish straight, putting him right behind Hamilton. Maybe Yaki. Maybe. I just think Max is gonna have a really hard time getting by Russell if Russell, stays close enough to stay in front during his during Max's 5 second penalty. Right now I'm only seeing 4.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds. Lando Norris up the inside on Hamilton, going into the start finish straight. But now Hamilton's got DRS down the start finish straight. And Hamilton back in front. Norris is gonna come right back at him in the next DRS zone though. Yeah, they're fighting. Norris is gonna get by him though. Hadjar's been super impressive this year, dude. I'm really like he's been doing a great job. Norris needs to quit trying to overtake into the last turn. He needs to just stay behind Hamilton and then do exactly what Hamilton is doing. That's what I'm saying, Yaki. I don't understand why he's not like just staying behind for a second. Here he goes. Here he goes. Let's go. I can't put the race on Craig. I'll get a copyright strike and my stream will get ended and I probably get a banned. Yeah, I'll probably get banned for like at least a couple days or whatever. All right, so Norris stayed behind, overtook Hamilton down the start finish straight, and is pulling a little bit of a gap now. And it looks like he's pulled a gap over Hamilton. Hamilton is not in DRS range anymore. That didn't take him long once he got by, man. Started pulling away pretty quick. Yeah, but I think that Max is pushing to try to make up the time for his 5 second penalty, and I think Piastri is watching his tires so that he can go longer. What do we think? We think Norris is going to get Antonelli pretty soon? Yeah, he just took 3/10 out of him on this last lap, so they're predicting 3 or 4 laps, and then he'll get by Antonelli. And I mean, the fact that Norris on hards is catching Antonelli on mediums, I think, is a good sign. Jeez, man, when they go over that curb, that that's gotta not feel great. Verstappen started to pull a pretty big gap. Yeah, I mean he'll come out 2 seconds ahead of Russell as of right now in third, which is crazy. We'll see, drops. We'll see. I think that the strategy McLaren is doing with Norris is a really I think that it's gonna pay off. Russell just said his tires are toast. Yeah, Norris is closing in on Antonelli fast, dude. He's like right there. Here he goes. Can he get by him on the start finish straight with DRS? I think he might be a tiny bit too far back. Ooh. Nope. He just made it right by him. No problem. Up into fifth. Let's go, dude. What do we think? We think Norris can. Do y'all think he'll get by Leclerc at some point? They just told Piastri to box. Wow. Haas with a 4+ second pit stop. That's not good. Nah, he's in the pits. 3.4 seconds. That's kind of slow for McLaren. Antonelli in the pits. 2.3 seconds. That was a good yeah, Max has to come in now, Yaki, at the end of this lap for sure. Yeah, Piastri's right behind Hamilton, so Leclerc looks like he's catching up to Russell. And obviously Norris has been making really good progress the whole race. I mean, to be up into fourth right now is pretty impressive. Yeah, now Max can pit and still come out in first at this point. Yeah, dude, this timing screen is ahead of the video. Yeah, I think Piastri will get by Hamilton pretty quick. And this timing screen is quite a ways ahead of the actual video. There's Piastri by Hamilton. All right, there's Max in the pits. Yeah, 8.3 is not too bad. It's still 3.3 seconds, though, which is slow for a lot of teams, you know? Yeah, that was a great overtake by Piastri there, man. Yeah, I guess that's true, Yaki. Let's go, Hamilton. Hold him up. That was a good stop by Ferrari. 2.1. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, guys. Be right back. Refresh the page here. Why is this not loading, bro? There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm surprised Leclerc hasn't pit yet, to be honest, on mediums. Why is it showing Stroll's tires as 26 laps old, and then all these other guys as 25? Piastri with the new fastest lap. Well, yeah, for sure. Stroll is something, that's for sure. Hey, what's up, Isaac? Yeah, if one comes out, we'll have to see. No, Lando's not going to win, but I mean, if he can finish top five, I think that would be awesome. Leclerc's doing a good job, dude, on mediums this deep into the race. No, Lando's not gonna get P1. He didn't say he would, he just said that it would help a lot, which is true. I don't think so, Drops. I think Piastri has the pace. He's kind of proved that by running the fastest lap a couple of times. Even though it's only a tenth up on Max. Like, I mean, look, Max is 2 tenths ahead in Sector 1, and then Piastri makes up those 2 tenths in Sector 2, and then 2 more tenths in Sector 3. So, yeah, no, I've seen Leclerc be kind of a tire whisperer a few times. I mean, remember Monaco, or not Monaco, oh, why can't I think of the track? The one where he's the only one who ran a one stop and he wound up winning. I mean, he did win Monaco, but the other the other one that he won last year. Yeah, no, I agree, Isaac. I think Piastri will wind up winning in the long run. I just want to see I just want to see Norris at least make it into the top five. I don't know if he'll be able to, but I hope he does. All right. 2 seconds flat for Ferrari pit. That's really good. They did 2.1 for Lewis and then two flat. Yeah, that's twice, Kevin. They've both of their stops have been really, really good. I think Norris will come out just ahead of Antonelli. For sure. Yeah, that's definitely the running joke, Drops. I don't think so, Craig. I don't think so. Piastri was in front going into turn one. He had the corner. But yeah, it was already served. They're not just going to give him 5 seconds back at the end of the race to move him up. Norris is running pretty good laps still, dude. Like, he's only 2 tenths off of um, Piastri's fastest lap, 3 tenths off of Max. I mean, look at that. Norris with the fastest first sector of the race so far. Oop. Max just took it by 2/100ths. Leclerc with the new fastest lap. Ooh, Antonelli grazed the wall. You gave up, Jester? What do you mean? Bedtime? Ah, I got you, man. I'll end the poll here. I hope you have a good night, Jester. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Nora's still running low 33s at this point. Is I mean, he's impressive at 32 laps on and still running low 33s. It would help him a ton, Isaac, for sure. Nah, that's get out of here, drops. So what do we think? We think Norris is gonna do hard soft. Yeah, Leclerc is flying. I think he's gonna catch Russell. You think Stroll is gonna cause a safety car? I wouldn't be shocked for sure. Yeah, maybe Isaac. We'll see. Yep, he's in the pits. 2.6 seconds. It's not too bad. All right, Norris up into fifth, dude. That's what I was hoping is that he would make it top five. So nah, he was slowed down in time for sure. Yeah, his lockup did cause him to cut that corner, but I don't know if they're gonna do anything about that. I mean, I don't think it gained him any kind of advantage, you know. We think Norris will catch Leclerc by the end, maybe. Right, Kevin? That's what I'm saying. You think Norris will get a podium? I don't know, man. There's only 14 laps to go. He's got to make up quite a bit of time to get there. I don't know that he's going to make up that much. I think fourth might be possible if he really gets a move on, but yeah, but is he going to be able to do that, Yaki? Are the mediums that much faster? You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, ads? Yeah, I don't think Verstappen is going to catch Piastri, and then obviously everybody behind those two is in their own battle. Nobody's going to threaten those two. All right, Leclerc and Russell's DRS now. Barely, but he's in there. Yeah, for sure, Kevin. And I think Leclerc's going to get by Russell here in a minute. Yeah, through the final corner, Leclerc's going to get by Russell right here, probably. Yep, there he goes. Leclerc up into third. Hey, what's up, Basil? Yeah, true, Kevin. Yeah, that was a great move by Leclerc on Russell. I think Norris has the potential to catch Russell if he can keep running like he's running right now. But yeah, Piastri, as long as he doesn't make any kind of mistakes, I think he's got this in the bag. Wow, 10-second time penalty for Lawson for leaving the track and gaining an advantage, but Max only got 5. Interesting. I'm surprised that he got that big of a penalty though, dude. Like they did basically him and Max did basically exactly the same thing. He went off track in turn 1 and gained an advantage, which was exactly the same thing that that Max did. Well, either Max should have had more or Lawson should have had less. But I mean, for them to do exactly the same thing and have a 5-second difference between what the penalty is, that seems crazy, you know? Norris is closing in on Russell quick, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kevin. Nah, Norris is gonna get by Russell here in the next lap or two. Yeah, he just got in DRS range. And he's closing quick, dude. I think McLaren's strategy for Norris was a great idea. I think they played this perfectly, you know. And I mean, I think he's doing as well as he can, to be honest. Uh, yeah, I saw that, Kevin. But I mean, even if he gets a penalty, it's he's still gonna finish fifth at this point, you know, unless he can get ahead of Russell and pull a gap. All right, here goes Norris. He's gonna get by Russell right now on the start finish straight. Easy. It's gonna blow right by him. We'll see. I mean, it really wasn't bad. Like to me, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's worth any kind of huge penalty or anything. You know, I don't think it really gained him any advantage. Not much going on right this second. Hadjar is putting some pressure on. Is that Albon or Signs? That's what I'm saying. Drops, and unless they consult turn 10 for whether or not that should be a penalty, they should be fine. If they consult turn 10, they're going to be like 10 seconds. Yeah, I see that now. The timing screen wasn't up yet. Yeah, I don't either. Nah, that ain't no penalty, bro. That man, if they give him a penalty for that, that's just petty. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, I got a ridiculous penalty on pit exit. That was that might be one of the dumber penalties I've ever had, to be honest. That one at Spa. That's what I'm saying, Kevin. I agree, Yaki. What a race, though, man, by Norris and McLaren. Yeah, I'm happy for Williams. Oh, what happened? Oh, come on. Load. Nice. Yeah, no penalty is good. Why is this not loading, bro? Yeah, hang on. Yes. Something is wrong with this, bro. It's just not loading. Come on, man. Alright, well, this one's working, so. If Norris really pushes, dude, well, nah, he ain't gonna make up 6 seconds on Leclerc. Yeah, I just don't know if he's gonna catch him, man, with only 4 seconds left. Or 4 laps, I mean. Norris too deep into turn one. Yeah, Norris is falling back closer to 2 seconds now. Yeah, I don't know if Norris is gonna be able to get him. Nah, Max ain't gonna catch Piastri, Isaac. There's no chance. Come on, Norris. Come on, man. Bro, imagine Norris actually makes a podium. That would be insane. Maybe, Kevin. Lando is closing that gap pretty quick, dude. 2 laps left. If he gets DRS, you never know. Hey, what's up, Bubble? I don't think Norris is going to make the podium, to be honest. I think he's just a little bit too far back. I actually like Norris. I think that he's I don't know. I like that he will express himself, you know. Is this fitting on the screen? Oh, yeah. Move myself down here so y'all can see more. There it is. Piastri is the winner. Hey, I'm impressed by Norris to move up 6 spots. I think McLaren played that strategy perfectly. That was awesome, dude. Yeah, that was a good race. I wish Norris could have caught Leclerc there at the end, but couldn't quite get in DRS range, which is what hurt him. Yeah, you're not wrong, Isaac. You're not wrong, man. All right. Well, that is the race. So that was fun. Let me go ahead and change this. Uh, how can I do this? Put myself back over here. Make this a little bigger again. Okay. So all right. I am going to let me see how I can do this. I think that I can start another live stream here. Without like I think I can you make it so that all you guys have to do is just refresh. So let me try this. Okay, I'm about to hit go live on another stream, so you guys should just be able to refresh. Like I'm gonna hit in stream on this one and immediately hit go live on the other one. So all y'all should have to do is refresh and then we can start racing. Nice, Kevin. All right, I'll see y'all in just a sec.